Did you find it interesting, or am I one of the bad coaches?
No, I think it was.
This Faceit level 10 player with 3800 ELO, which means you have a higher ELO than all of these players. Asked me for coaching about decision making and positioning, but there is one condition. He would only pay if I gave him good advices. So am I up for the challenge? By the way, you can order coaching from me on Meetify. Check out the description.
Yeah, this game was just solo prem, and well, I got on the same team as one of my friends.
Oh.
We had good comms, but
I see.
The rest was randoms.
Do you have like specific rounds you want to like go over and see, or?
No, not really.
Isn't it allowed? There we go. Not really. All right. Like, what roles do you play? Just so I know.
I like when I play team, I play a lot of anchor, and in pucks, I just play whatever.
Right.
I prefer giving my teammates their spot and then just filling.
That's good qualities. They're not even checking you. Well done. That's a good round. I can't communicate anything on that. Well done, man. I like the setup you guys play there.
Yeah, just playing 2 gap, they never expect that.
Yeah, especially when you don't show each other. When first died, I had no clue there was one more.
Yeah.
So well done. That is crazy. You wait for him. In this rounds, I would just have rushed him. I don't care.
Yeah.
Well done. Oh.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, we can start there with the decision making there.
Yeah.
Like, that is unfortunate. They can see you there. I know you know this, of course. That is just unfortunate. Question is, I'm gonna go one back. Let's just go over there when you die. The guy that kills you, is that the guy that you already spotted on the staircase that went under? Or?
Can you repeat?
The guy that kills you, right? So see now, you peek the guy, you get some damage to him.
Yeah.
A good nade. And then you die. Oh yeah. It's a little bit opening. Different guy.
Yeah, that's one of the things like I want to point out, because I should never be staying this open when I'm alone B.
Yeah.
Like I need to, it's a good multi and it's fine, I contest the first guy, but once I don't get him, I need to back off.
Yeah. I think it's I think it's a good Molotov. I always do that one. You know, it's a good nade as well after you do the damage. The problem is, of course, as soon as you backstep to flash out, because it looks like you're ready to take another fight.
Yeah.
And you backstep a little bit. So how decision making works is you have 2 types of decision making. One is proactive and one is reactive. Right? So the proactive decision making you do is like the decision you already, like, you know the scenario, you know how to play it, and you just do it like autopilot.
Okay.
While the reactive decision making you do is the, like, when you are in a new scenario, you don't know what's happening and you have to like come up with a new way. What do I do now? And stuff like that.
Yeah.
In this type of round, you're more of in like a proactive. You know exactly what you're going to do this round. You're going to Molotov, you're going to go for the fight, you want to flash. No problems. And that works 9 out of 10 times until something else happens that you were not aware of. Like, for instance, this guy sneaking up.
Yeah.
And that's how it will always be with decision making. So you have to have like, so here's just unfortunate, both in like position and the decision you took to like step back to flash. You can't do much about it, but it's just unfortunate. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's one of the things I need to be better at, like having these things as a proactive decision making. Like I should just autopilot going back here instead of.
Correct.
Yeah, I don't.
Correct. Yeah, because like I always see this when I play like Faceit with my friends. Even if because I've been playing a lot of Valorant as well. Even if I play Valorant with the same guys, you can always see this. If let's say you play 10 games of Inferno in a row with the same friends.
Yeah.
Every time they're in a 1v2 in Banana, they will do the same every single time. Because they've been in the scenario before, 1v2, Banana, they know what to do. They're gonna peek the same stuff if that's all the info they have. 1v2 and they're in Banana, bomb is planted B. They will always do the same, because you just instantly lock into your like proactive decision making. There's an Oper here. I gotta ask you quickly. When whoever did like the resmoke, did they call it before? Like, oh, we're gonna do the resmoke.
Yeah, they call it.
Yeah, because I would just like, I'm not gonna go back, but just like for next time at least, like position wise, be careful there. 1v1 versus the open. You're in the open. Yep. Be just like a little bit careful. I'm not saying it's a big mistake. You didn't die or anything, but you know, if that is like a little bit more aggressive oper, he's widening that because you're in the open.
Yeah, I know.
So be a little bit more careful there. That's like all I'm gonna, all I can say about that. Like better there's like to instant as soon as your friend die and you're alone, you go back to sandbags, wait for it to be resmoked, and then you can start peeking again.
Right.
Really too, you got a lot of info here.
Yeah, and of course here I'm just calling it P, so yeah.
It's fucking great to see you're not just rushing in. I coach so many level 1, level 2, some level 8, some level 10s. And they right here they're rushing. They're just running because they're gonna go for these kills. Yeah. So it's fucking great to see. Like I saw with MP9, you were just sitting and waiting in case they're gonna like turn around or something. I like to see that. That's
but the thing is, I know both my teammates are on B. I know there's 40 seconds left. So if one guy is holding me and I die, it's a 2v2 with bomb down on A.
Yep. Yeah, correct. So... Great decision making right there. That is like that is like every time I like when I talk to like decision making, when I talk to other players about it, I always tell them like I don't really care what you do. I just have to know why you did it, right? Because you could have made a great decision and then, you know, a lurker catches you off. You can't know that. That's unfortunate. You didn't have a bad decision then. Oh, I like this. Beautiful, beautiful play, man.
Yeah, and I die.
Yeah, I still think you had enough impact there, I'm gonna be honest. Like, yeah, it's unfortunate. I still think that play is great. Going not into like the deepest smoke, but like the closest one, waiting for that to fade.
Yeah.
I think that was 100% the correct play to do there. Just getting some info instead of leaving ramp completely alone. Of course, continue staying there. It's kind of hard getting away as well, right? And the Oper will be looking for you for the trade.
Yeah, that was what I was trying to back off, but then he caught me. Maybe if I stayed, I would have survived.
Yeah, maybe you stay close to this. Like so, you don't know what's waiting on you behind that smoke.
No.
There can be 4 guys there, or there can only be the Oper there. Right? We see there's 2 guys there. That's what we can see. So, you know, what you could have done, for instance, if you wanted, if you were afraid the Oper might catch you like this, you know, stayed close and just try to get another kill. Or at least the info. Like, we stay in the smoke, wait for it to fade, you usually win that fight versus the Oper at least. But you don't know, so I still think it's like... It is correct to trying to get away. It's just a very tough position, because these smokes, they always give a gap for the Oper. Alright, good info. Oh! Clean. Clean opening by you. Yeah, you...
And then we die.
Yeah. So we can probably talk team-wise here. Let's see. Let's see, how many are you going up short? Let's start there. What was this strat, by the way? Was this just rush A, or was it something specific, like...
the call was go for the gap and just have one guy with bomb on ramp, but then some people didn't really hear it, I guess.
It is the classic. You will even see this in fucking, like, when you play with your friends. Let me see how many goes where. Yeah, what happens here is that you see the guy on ramp, right?
Right.
And then... So what happened when you see the guy on ramp, then another guy that's supposed to go short thinks, oh, but there's a guy ramp, I'm gonna help our teammate in ramp, because he now have to face that guy 1v1. And now you're only 3, the 2 guys in ramp seem like they die right away. Yeah, they die right away, it's a 2v3 and you're both coming from the same position. It's not much you guys can do, but for the enemy, that's, you know, that usually is a free round in a 3v2 and they only have to look short. Yeah. So I think for instance, if the bomb carrier were a little bit later, I think you should have, like, one of you should have called to rotate. Yeah, definitely. Like, yeah, but since the bomb carrier is all the way out there and dies in like 1 second here, you can't rotate. No. Well, it won't help at least. I like how you're playing now, because you know there's a one-way in ramp. So I like how you're playing a little bit safer. Oh, never mind, going for the peak, well. Yeah. I didn't expect him to just keep pushing, but I guess it's whatever. Yeah, so it's a different guy than so that's the guy from short, and I would say that I wouldn't expect a push either. It's all about like the decision you took, which kind of ruined there for you, is that you went to like peek the guy on the one way.
Yeah.
When you took that, because like right before you were holding where that guy were peeking, that was a free kill for you if you waited a little bit. You couldn't have known that, of course. But you can kind of see how this like decision comes back to you.
Right.
The other you can think about is that you guys have a shit buy, and it is a 4 or 5 v3 right now, if I'm not seeing it wrong. And whenever somebody is in like a, you know, man down and they know you kind of have a shit buy because you just lost pistol and you didn't get plant, they will start doing these dumb pushes to take back some map control to try to have a better chance. So just like be more aware of that next time. When you see like the kill feed, you see your teammate getting 2 kills. Be aware that now they might start taking map control. And a perfect place to take map control is always A ramp. That's like the number one you go, A ramp or B ramp. And since they just died on B, they're gonna start taking A ramp then, if that makes sense. There's a guy there? Oi!
Yeah.
Oh,
that's the thing that frustrates me, because we're standing 2 ramp and like 3 ramp. We're standing 3 ramp, and if we get that guy, we have A site, but they're scared to face him.
Yes,
they are letting him work in the smoke instead of just pushing him.
Yeah, that is a free kill if you all push. And the problem there is, I think you have the mindset there of like, I'm gonna push, I'm gonna kill this guy. And at this level, you will expect people to join you.
Yeah.
And
I think most in this lobby were like low 3Ks or like 2.8Ks. It was only me and Ren who are like closer to 4.
Yeah, you had one low 3.2K, one, well, almost 3K, and one 2.8.
Yeah.
Yeah, enemy team as well, 2 with 4K, that's about it. Yeah, it is unfortunate, right? You can't do much about it. I think maybe it's the better call.
Yeah, I think so, definitely.
Because like if you can smoke, you can flash, you can wait for him to spam and then try to get away, if that makes sense.
Right.
But again, you know, if you swing out there and you kill him, I would have told you that was the right decision. So in the end, it is just very unfortunate he gets the better of you there. Let's see if your rush works. It works for them, it worked for you. And they were ready. What was the... I need to ask, what was the call? I see both of you checking sandbags.
Like what the call was since we were checking it?
Yeah,
like,
for instance, like, so when you guys run up there are no smokes on site, but you both peek with like your back turned. Did you have like a third guy there who's like... ready
we just knew one guy was sandbags, and I was thinking the other guy was playing either gap or he was holding gap from headshot.
Yep, I see.
Because yeah, he has the guy sandbags holding ramp for him.
Yeah, I agree. I think it as well would have made sense for the guy to be playing gap or headshot, since you killed the guy in ramp. One sandbags doesn't really make sense that the guy is playing, as you see, backside in the middle of the open. It does not make sense at all.
No.
Like at a high level at least. But unfortunately, you guys got like fucked by that, which happens. It happens.
Mm.
No, and that is like when we do like that's like perfect. Like you see it there, right? You made a decision of the information you had at the moment there, right? And it was wrong. Right. It happens. That doesn't mean it was like a bad decision you took. I still think trying to go 2 guys to kill the sandbag guy and make sure he's dead is better than you swinging the guy on site and one going for the sandbag guy.
Yeah.
So I still think you made a correct decision. It's just an unfortunate position for you guys, for the enemy.
Yeah.
Which can happen. Did you find it interesting, or am I one of the bad coaches?
No, I think it was better. You go a little bit more in depth, and you know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Glad to hear, man. Glad to hear.
I was happy to have it. I'll definitely give you some money.
Yeah.
You can just throw me your PayPal.
Have a nice day.
Thanks. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.